Hello, fragrance community. My name is Jim, and today I'm going to review one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It is on the designer side. It is made by Versace, an Italian company, obviously, and it is called Versace The Dreamer. This fragrance was launched in the 90s, and to be more precise, it was launched in 1996. And the perfumer for this fragrance, it is Jean-Pierre Betuart. It is considered an aromatic fragrance, and it features the notes. At the top notes, it has lavender, mandarin orange, juniper berries. At the middle notes, it is considered to have also sage, rose, carnation, and at the base notes it has tonka bean, amber, uh, tobacco, and vetiver. Pretty much these are the notes that are mentioned in this fragrance. And here today I happen to have the vintage version of Versace The Dreamer, and you can distinguish it from the packaging. The vintage version has this kind of packaging where it says Versace The Dreamer. So this one, it is the vintage packaging for Versace The Dreamer. This is how you recognize it from the packaging. And from the bottle too, this is a 30 milliliter bottle. And I had the current formulation too a couple of years ago. And what you can see from the bottle, it is the color of the liquid. In the vintage one, it is quite more yellowish, more yellow in color, and that is recognized easily. Whereas on the current formulation, the juice color, it is more like without color, like water. Let's spray some on my wrist and let's see my thoughts and opinions on it, even though that I have worn this fragrance a lot because I consider it to be one of the best aromatic fragrances on the designer side. This fragrance, as a whole concept, it is very much completed. Uh, First of all, I would like to mention this bottle design. It is one of the best. I have seen like many fragrance bottles which are really good to look at them, to see them, to have them on your collection. But this one, to be honest, is one of the best bottles of fragrances that I have ever seen. So it doesn't have a cap, but it has a mechanism that you can spray the fragrance. It's like this. I just sprayed it again. The sprayer, it is really good. It puts out a very good mist of juice. And you can see by the forms that it is really beautiful. Very unique in a way. It has the Versace pattern here. And at the top is black with this very interesting form. It is like a hectagon or something. Here we have the Medusa logo of Versace. You can see it. And at the end it has the batch code. and it says Giver Profumi made in Italy. So from this you can see that this is the vintage version. All in all, a 10 out of 10 bottle. I have maybe never seen a bottle like this. We have like many good bottles from other companies, like from Roja Parfums, from Amouage. Also, 1 million has that golden bar bottle, which is really pretty to see too. We have many fragrances with different bottles and designs, but this is a 10 out of 10 bottle design, as it goes for the concept of the fragrance. Also, the packaging too, and the name of the fragrance, Versace The Dreamer. It is such a unique naming about a fragrance, and it goes with the fragrance a lot. It goes with the fragrance a lot because the fragrance too, it is like, it smells like the night sky. It smells quite like the night sky. In maybe in summer, because it smells aromatic, it smells floral, it has that tobacco part, and which is really to die for. It is really mesmerizing. As the fragrance starts to dry down, it becomes sweeter and sweeter, and that tobacco pattern, that tobacco smell, follows it until it dry down, but it starts to become a little sweeter. And the smell in it too, it changes. It doesn't stay linear like in some other fragrances, but it also changes, which is what I like in fragrances. I want a fragrance sometimes to change and to show other nuances and facets, which is really good. I would like to say that the price point in this fragrance, it is really good. It is stupidly good. And this vintage version you cannot find easily these days, and it, even if you find it, it costs quite a lot. But as it belongs to the current formulation, which is very good too, but this one, the vintage version, takes the cake because it smells more authentic, more, that tobacco note is pronounced much more. It smells more natural, whereas the current formulation smells a little more drier, and not a, it smells also more synthetic. I personally bought this bottle or this vintage formulation for 25 euros. I was lucky to find it, and I was really happy because it really smells very good, and I'm going to cherish this 30 milliliters for as much as I can and not wear it a lot. But it smells really dreamy, really wonderful, really mesmerizing, which I appreciate a lot. I like it a lot. I would I would say that this fragrance, it is more like a nighttime wearing. I would say like 70% for nighttime and 30% for daytime. It has a really nice longevity, which is like 8 hours or more, but it is rounded at 8 hours, and the projection for the first 2 hours, it is really nice. It gets you noticed, and it leaves a sillage trail, which is very, very good. I would say that this fragrance is quite romantic, and for dating, for going out somewhere with your girlfriend or wife, it smells really appropriate and really good, to be honest. But at the first couple of minutes or half an hour, it is that tobacco note. It is more a little off-putting. Like it, if it is smelled from close distance, for some people it might be a little off-putting, and especially if you put this fragrance on a hot weather or on a closed environment, sometimes it might not get you such good reactions because combined with the high heat, it is a little pungent. It might be for some people a little pungent and a little harsh and strong smelling. And I would totally recommend this fragrance for the spring season, which is still cold enough for this fragrance to perform in its highest way. And also for fall, it is really wonderful. And when the weather it is a little darker, rainy, I can see this fragrance complementing a lot this kind of situations, this weather, night settings. It smells mature. It smells mysterious too, and also unique. There aren't many fragrances that smell like Versace The Dreamer, to be honest. There might be some resemblances to Yop Yop Homme from Yop, a German company, and it smells a little like 1 million from Paco Rabanne too. But the resemblances aren't that bigger. And in a way, I would like to say that it smells quite unique. For uniqueness, it gets like an 8, a solid 8 of 10. As a whole concept, this fragrance, it is very, very well completed because it has an appropriate packaging, first of all, really good connected to the fragrance concept. The name of the fragrance is wonderful. I could not think of a better fragrance name than Versace The Dreamer. The Dreamer, the Dreamer, the Visionary, the Dreamer. It smells unique and really, really good. When I opened the pack, the package of the fragrance, it also had a paper in how to spray the fragrance. It was like a little booklet, so to say. It was really cute. And as the fragrance itself, as I mentioned before, the bottle design is just to die for. It's really good. As you people already may know, it looks really, really wonderful. Really matched to the concept and the vision of the fragrance. And as it belongs to the juice, to make this kind of fragrance in 1996, it is quite a huge accomplishment. Versace company always made some good fragrances, which I consider to be good, like This one, uh, Versace Pour Homme, made by, I think, Alberto Morillas. Versace Oud Noir, which is a decent fragrance too. Versace Eau Fraiche, Eau Fraiche, which is a really good fresh fragrance too. Versace Blue Jeans, a nice solid fragrance too. So Versace during the years has made good fragrances, good designer fragrances with uh, pretty good price points. So at the end, I would like to give this fragrance a rating, and considering all things, in my opinions, I think that it deserves a 10 out of 10. Considering all the factors, all the concept like presentation, bottle, juice, representation of the concept, the overall smell, the overall effects that it gives to you. It makes you feel like kind of mysterious, dreamy, that kind of setting, which is really well connected to the fragrance. I think that Jean-Pierre Betort here has created a very, very accomplished, very solid, very good aromatic fragrance in 1996, which I appreciate very much. And the price, especially for the current formulation, it is wonderful. It is really good. Uh, I think that 100 milliliter bottle, like to find it online or even on retails, it is something like 35 to 40 euros, which is a really great price. And it comes in 30 milliliters, 50 milliliters, and 100 milliliters. And an aftershave it is produced too. Aftershave, you can find the vintage one, which is really good. And you also can find the reformulated version, same with the fragrance too. I consider this fragrance, as I said before, to be one of the best representations of aromatic fragrances, like of the 90s decade or period, together with Platinum Egoist from Chanel and Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal, and also Thierry Mugler's Angel Man. I think these are some of the best fragrances released in the 90s decade. So, people, my name is Jim. I hope you liked and enjoyed this detailed review regarding the Versace The Dreamer. And I would like from you to subscribe to my channel. I will always come on Saturdays with new content. And I really hope for you to do well in your lives and to enjoy your life and the fragrances, especially if you're a frag head like me and like many people that do reviews about fragrances. I wish you a great day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.